I'm starting to think that the WWE writers have gone on vacation after we have, of course, Cody Rhodes going against John Cena. Randy Orton made his appearance, made it loud and clear that he's not done. He wants to go for the title. There was something brewing. Could there have been a heel turn? Was Cody Rhodes really going above and beyond? And do we finally have Randy Orton heel back? Not only that, Drew McIntyre was there. He made his appearance, and it felt kind of rushed because, as the announcers made it clear, he didn't really have any beef per se. He should have gone over to Damian Priest, but things are how they are, and it's just coming to show. Welcome to Ringside Riffs. My name's Andres. Let me just jump into why I believe WWE has run out of ideas so far going into SummerSlam, pushing these things about evolution and Night of Champions, and pretty much the downfall over to main event. What is going on right now with that thing, that scenario, that WWE title? It's going to be John Cena against Cody Rhodes part 2, but it's not only that, it comes to show you that it could have been high implementations into what is going on behind the scenes. Yes, we already know that's going to be a high ticketed value match, but why, oh why did we now have Trish Stratus against Tiffany? I mean, it doesn't make sense. The women's division is stacked. We have a lot of contenders out there, and now out of nowhere, we're bringing in a Hall of Famer who pretty much didn't even want, who never even asked for the chance. We're putting her in contingency, and it's just coming to dawn on me that we have Gunther going against Goldberg, another Hall of Famer, and Tiffy time going against Trish. It's not sitting well with me. It doesn't make sense. Why are we pushing these legends? Can they just finally retire, get on the back of the bus, and just rest because their time is over? WWE has so much more. It's not about the tickets anymore. It just feels kind of greasy. It's not making sense. If you have the reason why, let me know down in the comments, because these type of things aren't sitting well with me. We have other things such as the Wyatt Six getting brought back into the TV time, and it finally makes sense. It's like, hello, we had this great fraction just waiting around. We had this great presentation and this introduction to what they were, and then we just put them in the background, and it wasn't making sense. It really wasn't the showing and the things that they were trying to implement. It wasn't. The SmackDown WWE Tag Team Division is stacked, and this is a great way to implement them, but it just comes to show they cut down from 3 hours to 2 hours, and it's kind of feel like there's less and less of a storyline going on. I mean, what are they doing with these tag team titles? What have they done with the women's tag team title? That's more of a gimmick than what they've done constructively and pushing people like the Street Profits. Now we're seeing Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair coming together, team up, and it's not coming to show. Yes, we have two superstars. They didn't know where to put them. They pretty much didn't give them a title. They don't know how to put them in the main event. So right now, they're just gonna give them that tag team solidification, and pretty much if it is coming in the show, they're gonna be one of the people that eventually dethrone that tag team division. I mean, it's getting stale. Liv Morgan is out of action. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez just seems to be something that it could continue to brew an eventual boiling point and explosion of the Judgment Day where they finally separate. We have Finn Balor probably going to go against Dominic Mysterio for that Intercontinental title. That would be interesting, and those are the type of things that continue to brew up, but it's the WWE storyline creativeness that doesn't seem to have the full vision. Putting in Trish Stratus against Tiffany, not allowing pretty much the whole women's Evolve card to not even build up. I mean, we had a lot of things that could have been put in the card. We had a lot of storylines that could have been built, but so far it feels bombed. There was more pushing and pouring into main event, into what we're gonna see on Saturday night's main event, then into the all-women PLE that they've been building up that they haven't done, and it's a stacked women's division. For them to not have anything creative, for them to just start to implement things this, and I get it. They want to sell tickets for SummerSlam. It's a big event. It's one of the biggest events that they have. But why bring in legends? Why start a show in these bad routines, setting a bad precedent of having Goldberg, of having Trish? Who's gonna be next? A retired person? We already know that one of these days The Rock is gonna come back, and it's one of those people that don't really put in the work in ring. It's time for the new people to have their time. Aleister Black is one of those we got to show. He's going off in this new little storyline with Ron Killings, with Damian Priest, with himself being shown as a pretty dominant force. He was able to take Melo and Miz, and he continues to evolve. Those are the type of people that need TV time, and for now, TV time is running out. It went down from 3 to 2 hours. We're missing out on LA Knight. We're missing out on these type of characters. Yes, right now I know they're gonna be pretty much continuing to grow that character of Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, now Tala Tonga, Toma Tonga, Tonga Loa. One day we are gonna have all the Tongas together, but for now we have pretty much what was now said as the family, the whatever he called it, not even a tribal chief anymore. He's not gonna go by that. He was gonna say the MFT, my family tree. I believe that could be the merchandise selling point that Solo Sikoa is trying to target. Is pretty much the new branding that we could be having around that. But for now, Solo Sikoa continues to do a great job. Jacob Fatu continues to do a great job, but it's just building and building and building without any certain type of conclusion. Now we have Jimmy on the big side with Fatu, and yes, they're both family members. It does make sense, but at one point, are we gonna get to this? They've been fighting over this. Are we just gonna give the title back to Fatu? And if so, what was the meaning of adding more people to this new bloodline, which is not gonna go by the new bloodline anymore? Now, it might seem a little hesitant to be here changing titles to make things a little bit clear, but yes, we already know, if anything, it's not going to be Gunther that loses the title. It's not going to be Solo Sikoa that should be losing that title, and of course it shouldn't be John Cena that loses that title. In the rematch, in the showing again of what they have cooking, I believe that it's just like they've shown us. It's all about the money, and let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, leave a like, and we'll be back for more.